Good morning, class. Are you fine this morning? I'm very good. Thank you. All right. What day is it today? Very good. Today is Wednesday, right? Okay. So what do you have for the first session? Good job. The first session you have Hangout 3, right? And yesterday you already finished Expand, right? So today you are going to continue Connect. Very good. Okay, so before we continue our lesson, I would like to review the words and grammar you learned in Unit 6 first. What is the title of Unit 6? Let's party, right? Very good. Okay, so now review all the words with me. Okay, how many words are there now? There are 16 words, right? Okay, so now review all the words. We have run around, make snacks, blow up balloons, wear costumes, listen to music, watch a movie, open presents, color pictures, talk to friends, swim, eat, drink, sing, dance, play games, and clean up, right? Okay, and what grammar do we focus on? We focus on simple part, right? Simple parts about regular verbs and irregular verbs. Now, focus on irregular verbs and regular verbs with me. Okay, so here we have different part. This part we call irregular verbs, and this part we call regular verbs. Irregular verb means we change from one verb to another verb, right? And regular verbs we just add ed or ied to the verb, right? Okay, remember? You learned already in the grammar lesson, right? Very good. Okay, so now let's change all of these verbs all together with me. Okay, run. How do you change to irregular verb? Run, change to ran. Very good. Run, ran. How about the word make? Make change to made. Very good. How about blow? Blow change to blew. Very good. Blow, blew. How about wear change to wear wore, right? Okay, wear change to wore. How about swim? Swim change to swam. Very good. Eat change to ate. Good job. How about drink? Drink change to drank. Drink change to drank. How about sing? Sing change to sang. Very good. Okay, how about regular verbs? Mean the verb that we add d, ed or ied, right? Did you remember the lesson you learned in grammar book? When do you add d? You add d to the verb ending in letter e, right? And when do you add ed? You add ed to most verb. And when do you add ied? You add ied when the verb finish in consonant plus y, and then we change y to ied, right? Remember that? Okay, so now let's change all of these verbs with me. Listen. Listen is most verb, right? So how do you add? You add only ed, right? Because it is most verb. So you add only ed here. How about watch? Watch also most verb. So you add only ed, right? Watch. How about open? Open also most verb, right? So you add only ed. Very good. Open, you add only ed. How about the word color? Color also most verb, right? So you add only ed. Very good. color. How about talk? Talk. Talk also most verb, right? So you add only ed, talked. Talked. But the word dance, you see, dance finish in letter E, right? So you add only D, right? Okay, dance. You add only D. How about the word play? Play is most verb, so you add ed. Very good. The last word is clean. So clean is most verb, right? So you add only ed. Very good. Okay, so now we finish all irregular verbs and regular verbs. And I hope you can remember how to change all of these verbs very well. Okay, so now take out your book altogether and open the book on page 71. Are you at the same page right now? Very good. Okay, it's about connect, right? Connect to culture. Yeah, we will learn about other country culture, right? And you want to know about their culture. This one you can pronounce culture or culture, okay? And here we have two activities in this page. We have A, listen and read, and B, answer the questions. So before I read all of this for you, I would like you to listen and read first. But before you listen, I would like to read a few difficult words for you. Okay, so now read the difficult words first, and then you listen. And after that, I will read all the paragraphs for you. Don't be worried. Okay, so here are 10 words that I think they are difficult for you. Okay, the word now listen and repeat first. I don't want to explain you the meaning. Okay, I just read for you and you repeat. Maybe they are difficult to pronounce, right? Okay, and after that I will explain all the meanings later. Celebrate, celebrate. Mexico, Mexico. Piñatas, piñatas. Australia, Australia. Fairy bread, fairy bread. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Career, career. Turn, turn. Korean, Korean. Seaweed, seaweed. Okay, so after reading all of these difficult words, when you listen, you have to highlight the word that you cannot read. And after that, I will read one more time for you. Okay, so now I would like you to listen to the track first, and after that, I will read all the words and explain you all the meaning. Okay? Now, listen.
A. Listen and read. Birthdays around the world. Children around the world celebrate birthdays in many ways. In Mexico, children hit piñatas on their birthdays. Piñatas are made out of paper. Some of them look like animals. There is candy inside piñatas. Children try to break them open. When they open, candy falls out. In Australia, children sometimes eat fairy bread on their birthdays. It is a piece of bread with butter and sprinkles on top of it. Yum! Children in Korea have a lot of parties. Parents usually have a party when their baby is 100 days old. Then they have another party when a baby turns 1 year old. There is a lot of food. Koreans eat seaweed soup on their birthdays.
Finish? Very good. Okay, so now read all the words and learn all the meaning of these words again. Okay, how do you pronounce this word? Celebrate, right? When you say I celebrate my birthday every year, so celebrate here means yeah, you make party, right? Because celebrate. How about Mexico? It's one country, right? We call Mexico. But piñatas, do you understand piñatas? Piñatas is like the door, right? And they put what inside the door? The candy, right? They put candy inside the piñatas and then they break it open. The candy falls down, right? How about Australia? Australia also one country. But fairy bread is the bread to make birthday cake or to make cake, right? Okay, how about sprinkle? Sprinkle is a small spot here. You can see on the bread here. You see a lot of different color on the bread. So all of this we call sprinkle. How about Korea? Korea is one country, right? We call Korea. But turn means become. Okay? Become, turn. How about Korean? Korean refer to people. Yeah, refer to people. How about if I say Korean soup? Yeah, mean the soup in Korea. Seaweed. Seaweed means one kind of thing that we can find in the sea. We call seaweed, and then we can make like the soup or something else. Okay, so now I think you can understand all of these deep code words. Now read all the paragraphs with me and try to understand all the paragraphs. Okay, so now let's start with the first paragraph all together, everyone. Birthdays around the world. Children around the world celebrate birthdays in many ways. Okay, so in the first paragraph, they talk about children around the world celebrate birthdays in different ways, right? Or many ways. Main example, in Cambodia, they celebrate birthday like this. In Vietnamese, they celebrate the birthday like this. In Chinese, they celebrate the birthday like this. In Thailand, yeah, different, right? Different place, different ways. Okay, so now let's continue to the second paragraph. In Mexico, children hit piñatas on their birthdays. Piñatas are made of paper. Some of them look like animals. There is candy inside piñatas. Children try to break them open. When they open, candy falls out. Okay, so in the second paragraph, they talk about what? They talk about Mexico, right? What do they celebrate birthday in Mexico? Children hit piñatas, right? And when they break it open, what falls down? Candy. So candy is inside the piñatas. So what does the piñatas look like? It looks like animals, right? Okay, so now let's continue to the third paragraph. In Australia, children sometimes eat fairy bread on their birthdays. It is a piece of bread with butter and sprinkle on the top of it. Yum! Okay, so here you can look at the third paragraph. They talk about what? They talk about Australia, right? So what do children celebrate their birthday there? How? They eat fairy bread, right? And what do they put on them? They put butter and sprinkle and yum. What does yum mean? Yum means yummy, right? Very good. Okay, so now let's continue to the last paragraph. Children in Korea have a lot of parties. Parents usually have a party when their baby is 100 days old. Then they have another party when a baby turns 1 year old. There is a lot of food. Koreans eat seaweed soup on their birthdays. Okay, so the last paragraph talk about Korea, right? So what do they do on their birthdays? Okay, they have a lot of party, right? when the baby is 100 days old, they have one party. And when the baby turn to 1 year old, they have another party. And what do they eat on their birthdays? They eat seaweed soup on their birthdays. Okay, I hope you can understand all these paragraphs. So after reading all of this and explaining each paragraph to you, I hope you can answer all of these questions very well. But before you answer all of these questions, I would like you to read all the paragraphs and then send the voice to the group. Your teacher will check for you. Now you have a minute to read it. Read now. Finish? Very good. Okay, so now let's check your answer with me. Read the answer all of these questions with me. B. Answer the questions circled. 1. What's inside a piñatas? A. Candy. B. Rice. C. Sprinkles. Which is the correct answer? Letter A. Very good. Letter A, right? Inside piñatas is candy. Okay, now let's continue to the second question. What do Koreans eat on their birthdays? What do Koreans eat on their birthdays? A. Bread. B. Butter. C. Seaweed soup. So what is the correct answer? Letter C, right? Seaweed soup. They eat seaweed soup on their birthdays. Okay, so this is the end of our first session, and in this session I hope you can improve a lot, especially in irregular verbs and regular verbs. Especially you can understand the culture of birthday parties around the world, right? Especially 3 countries, right? Mexico, Australia and Korea. Okay, this is the end of our first session, and see you the second session.